Sunday. I just finished off last week's vlog, literally just uploaded the video, and one of my toxic traits is not being able to start a new vlog until I finish and upload the last one, and it's up now. I feel suddenly in a position to talk to you guys. I thought, why wait till tomorrow? Why not just start a new vlog now? I've also had the most perfect Sunday, so I'm in the best mood. We woke up nice and early, went to Pilates, grabbed a strawberry matcha, went for a walk, did a grocery run, and then came home and cleaned and tidied the house. My parents are coming over for dinner tonight, so just did a little tidy up and some laundry. Nick just got home for another walk, getting his 10k steps in. Just washed my hair. I'm gonna fake tan tonight. I was just saying, like, this has been the most perfect Sunday. We've got the slow cooker going. We're making a creamy Tuscan chicken orzo. I just need to add the orzo and the cream now. That's just been going in the slow cooker. This was Nick and I's Christmas present from my parents. A slow cooker, such an adult Christmas gift.
Such a vibe though.
When mum and dad were like, what do you want for Christmas? I was like, wow.
It hits all of the right spots because it's something you probably wouldn't buy yourself.
No, why is that? Like a slow cooker, so practical. Why would I not buy one myself?
How much are we going to use it?
I know, especially in winter, yeah. And it matches our kitchen.
That's the most important.
That is the most important thing. Mum said she searched high and low for one that looked like this. I love the cream. This one's also really good because it has the non-stick on the inside. So rather than having to use a fry pan to sear or cook your onions or your veggies, you can just do it straight in the cooker. It has a brown and saute option, which is so handy. So it literally works like a fry pan, and then you just put it on the slow cooker. Obsessed. Good morning. Happy Monday. Oh my gosh, you guys. That creamy Tuscan chicken slow cooker recipe last night, insane. Like, so good. You know when my dad's giving me compliments, it's real good. He was like, this is delicious, divine. Never been done before. I was like, yeah, this is actually blowing me out of the water. You know when you cook something, you're like, oh, I don't know how this is gonna go. Just trying a new recipe and it rocked my world. It really did. And also so easy. Like one of the most easy recipes. Slow cookers kind of scare me. Like I've never had one before. I think I mentioned yesterday we got one for Christmas. So I've only used it a couple of times, but it just like feels too easy. You know when you're just putting stuff in there, I'm putting in meat raw, really, and like these raw veggies. How is this gonna cook? But it does. It does. The one we have as well has a warm setting, so even when it's done, it just stays warm until you're ready to eat. It's so good. Obsessed. Probably won't use it this week just because it's about to be 40 degrees like every single day, but feeling good. My vlog went live yesterday. You guys have been so sweet in the comments. I opened up in that video a little bit about a miscarriage and kind of how I'm doing and how I'm feeling this year, which in summary, feeling great. I'm feeling really hopeful and just like not putting too much pressure on anything, seeing what happens, you know? That's all you can really do. We weren't really in a position last year to be pedal to the metal trying to get pregnant again. We were really focusing on healing, but going into the new year, it's a fresh start, a fresh new year. It's just good vibes, good energy going into 2025. Anyway, I'm about to get ready for the day. I have some filming to do. I'm gonna film a like TikTok get ready with me. I want to film a voiceover with some B-reel, but I ordered some little Rode microphones for my short form content. I thought it was about time. The amount of voiceovers I do, I was like, why am I not investing in good audio? So I finally ordered some of those little Rode microphones. I've tried a couple of like cheaper alternatives and they're just like, they're fine, they're good, but like not really any better than the iPhone microphone. I've heard that the Rode ones are really good. I've done my research, so I ordered some of those. They should be arriving today from Amazon. So what's the point of doing a voiceover if at some point today I'm gonna get better microphones with better audio? So I'm gonna hold off on doing that. I'm gonna film a TikTok get ready with me. Since I'm gonna be getting ready for the day, may as well make the most of my makeup. Look how freaking cute this lip balm is from Wild. It's one of their refillable lip balms. They actually sent me, this is like part of their little Valentine's collection. They have some of the cutest designs. This is the one I have right now. It actually matches my outfit. The little stars, Emma Bridgewater one. They have one with bees, which I'm obsessed with. You can also personalize them, which I love. Just look at that. What a duo. Anyway, I'm gonna refill this since I just hopped out the shower. Don't want any smelly pits. These are two of my favorite scents. So we got fresh cotton and sea salt. This is one from their sensitive range, and then coconut and vanilla, which is another one of my favorites. I might do coconut and vanilla because I already have the fresh cotton and sea salt in one of my other ones. But big thank you to Wild for partnering with me on this video. This is actually one of the switches I made before we started trying to get pregnant, is switching to a natural deodorant. I really wanted something that was better for me, better for the environment, but that actually worked. And I'd heard really good things about Wild from my friends. And I can confirm 24-hour protection, it really does work. I've used it in every kind of scenario. Pilates, traveling, everyday errands. It's actually funny, I posted on my stories a couple months ago talking about Wild, and my Pilates instructor Lauren was like, "Can confirm you don't smell." And I was like, thank God. I've got my mum, my sister, my friends onto it. Like, it honestly is so good. The cases are not only really cute, but they're also reusable, so no single-use plastics. You just buy the little deodorant refill, pop it in. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. So yeah, if you guys want to check out Wild for yourself, I have a new discount code. It's Citrus20. It's for a limited time only, but that code will get you 20% off all of their products site-wide, including your first subscription. So definitely go check it out. I'm obsessed. My little V-Day inspired deodorant case. Do you guys celebrate Valentine's Day? Nick and I don't. I've never been a big Valentine's Day gal. I mean, I'm all for other people celebrating, like, go off. Yeah, it's never really been my thing. I mean, I won't say no to flowers or chocolates or like a nice car, but like, yeah, never really celebrate it. Same with anniversaries. Like, we celebrate and go out for like a dinner or do something to commemorate it, but we never get each other gifts. Just a nice well-written card. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. I need to get ready. Today I feel like it's gonna be a hard day. I'll talk about this maybe later because I just like need to focus and get some work done, and then we can cry about it later. I knew today was gonna be tough, but I think maybe I underestimated just how tough it was gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna cry because I've shed every last tear. I've got nothing else left to give. I feel so emotionally drained, but unfortunately today we had to say goodbye to Lily, my childhood dog, Miss Lily Lulu. The craziest girl there ever was. There will never be another dog like Lily. Like, she was one of a kind, and we just spent this afternoon reminiscing and looking at old photos and talking about old stories. And yeah, it's been a tough day, but also like, how lucky are we to have gotten 15 long, beautiful, good years with her. Like, she lived a good life. We kind of knew that this was coming. Like, it wasn't out of the blue. My mum called me last week and was just like, hey, just a heads up, this is what's happening. So I kind of knew what to expect, and we said goodbye to Coco, my other childhood dog, a few years ago. So in some ways I was prepared, and in others I wasn't. Like, it really does feel like the end of an era. My parents just left, but the thought of them going home to an empty house is honestly heartbreaking, and oh, it's just so awful. Dogs are really part of the family. I mean, you guys see me with Mabel and Elsie, they're literally my children. I don't even want to think about that. I can't. Oh my God. Lily was a special girl, and I mean, I'd had her since I was 12 years old. I'm now 28, turning 29 this year, so she's quite literally been there through it all. Primary school, high school, first love, first heartbreak. She was my sister's recovery dog during her eating disorder recovery. Like, she has been there through it all and been the one constant thing throughout my childhood, and it's so sad. So sad. But how lucky are we? How lucky are we to have been chosen to be our owners?
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love,
guys, it is now Tuesday. I've had the most wholesome cup-filling morning. Went for a beach walk and a swim at sunrise this morning. Honestly, the perfect way to start the day. Is exactly what I needed, and I've just kind of thrown myself into work this morning, getting some B-roll footage. I just posted some stuff. I thought I would share some of the behind the scenes of this job because I feel like it's so fun and like not many people talk about it. I remember before I started doing social media, even part-time, I was like, how are people filling their days by making videos? Like, what does this actually consist of? So we're peeling back the curtains. I thought I would give you guys a bit of behind the scenes on what I actually do on a daily basis. The great thing about this job is no 2 days are the same. I can really, within reason, do whatever I want and kind of create my own schedule, which is such a blessing. And I think that's honestly the biggest perk of this job, is just the flexibility and being able to do it from anywhere in the world. Like, I can pretty much do the same routine, maybe not to this extent, when I'm away traveling, which is the best. I'll put up my to-do list here so you guys can see I've already done my morning routine, which I loosely follow the Mel Robbins morning routine. We did the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 up wake up method. We were up at 6 a.m. this morning, no phone for the first hour of the day. I think it was like 2 hours this morning. So I'm feeling nice and cleansed and in a good headspace. Made the bed, high-fived myself in the mirror, drink water, went outside for a morning walk, coffee, to-do list, and breakfast. All set for the day. And then this morning, as you guys would have seen, I got some B-roll. I get majority of the B-roll as I'm going about my normal day. So when I'm making coffee, when I'm doing my hair, my makeup, tidying up the house, stuff that I would already be doing, but I'm just recording it. It really doesn't take too much more effort. Obviously, you have to think about the angles and like remember where the camera is, try and get different shots. So there's some thought behind it, but it's tasks I'm already doing anyway. And then with that B-roll, I will use it for what I spend in a week, my payday routines, any kind of like short form content that I'm doing a voiceover for. So I have a specific reel in mind that I've already written a script for, which we'll go over. And then I also posted my Instagram stories for Wild. So they just went up with the links. This is what I just posted. I saved it as a draft, sent it through to the brand for approval. And then once they give the go ahead, I just go ahead and post it. Because it's paid partnership, you go ahead and add paid partnership at the top. Super important that you do this, especially in Australia. I don't know what the rules and regulations are like in other countries, but this is super important. And then you can see up the top here, it says paid partnership, so people know it's a paid collaboration. The one annoying thing, and I don't know if any other creators struggle with this, but the annoying thing is with Instagram is it will only keep your drafts, Instagram story drafts, for 7 days. So if I go ahead and add the links, the text, everything that I need, save it and send it through to the brand for approval, and they take longer than 7 days to approve it and get back to me with any edits, or if it's going live 7 days later, the story will disappear. So I have to start it again, which is, I mean, not the biggest deal in the world, but can be kind of frustrating. Like right now I have a couple in there that are about to expire from another paid partnership that I'm just waiting on approval for. Oh, and my manager just emailed me literally as we speak and said that they're approved. Yay. I hate emailing back on my phone, so I'm gonna do it on my laptop. And I just want to add that to my calendar as well. So the content that's saved in my drafts is going live on Thursday, so I think those stories will expire, which is annoying, but that's fine. I've redone them twice as well because I had to do a round of edits and things that they wanted changed, but it's fine. It's all part of the process. So she said, hi lovely, all approved, yay. Can you please go live with reel 1 on Thursday and reel 2 in 3 weeks time? Cool. So I'm gonna add that to my calendar. I'll just say, no worries, I'll add it to the Google Cal. Oh, she's already done it. She's one step ahead of me. Now I just need to do the voiceover for the content that I filmed. I'm going to import it into InShot, which is the app that I use for all my short form content. I know some people use CapCut. I've never tried it. I use InShot. It's free. I think it's free. I'm pretty sure it's free. And I'm just going to go through and select all of the content that I want to import. Import it. The first thing I always do if I'm doing a voiceover is mute all the footage because I get distracted otherwise. Apply to all. And then I just go through and split and cut the footage as I need. Okay, rough cut is done. I've got it down from 23 minutes of footage down to a minute and a half. I try and keep most of my short form content at least under 90 seconds. It doesn't really matter so much for TikTok, but on Instagram it performs better if it's under 90 seconds, and YouTube Shorts, if I ever want to repost anything on YouTube Shorts, it has to be under 90 seconds. So that's like the sweet spot. It's hard to know without actually doing the voiceover how much footage I'll need. So I've just done the rough cut. I've got 74 separate clips, but probably only 4 different angles. I really like to chop it down. Every clip kind of has a purpose. There's something going on, some kind of movement or something that helps lead into the next clip. With my voiceovers, normally I would just film on my iPhone, but I got my new little microphones, so I'm gonna give these a whirl. The wireless me, I set these up last night and gave them a good charge, so I'm hoping that they work for me. I feel like new technology is always a bit hit and miss, but I'm gonna plug this in, fire this one up, green light, that's promising. Microphones are connected. So I'm gonna pull up my script. I always write a script whenever I'm doing a voiceover. That way I don't waste any time and I can get my point across in a succinct way. For this particular video, I'm talking about how I make money as a content creator and how I do social media full time, which is kind of fitting, talking about this and like showing you what I do. I feel like it's been a big topic of conversation recently, and you guys really seem to love it when I shared in one of my recent vlogs, I forget which one it was, just like some behind the scenes footage. I always find it so fascinating watching someone create content and the behind the scenes of it, and then watching it come to life and seeing the final product. I really enjoy seeing the process, so hopefully this is somewhat interesting. I don't know. All right, we're gonna test this out. I might have to play around with the settings because I haven't done this before, so we're figuring it out together. Why do I feel so shy doing this on camera? I can't even have Nick listen to me do a voiceover. I get so camera shy. I'd happily vlog, but there's something about a voiceover that just feels so vulnerable. Okay. I feel like some influencers or content creators are gonna hate me for this video, but this is honestly one of my most asked questions. Let's listen. I feel like some influencers or content creators are gonna hate me for this video, but this is honestly one of my most asked questions. Wow, she's crisp. She's real crisp. I feel like these are gonna be a game changer because normally when I'm doing my voiceover, I do it in the InShot app like I am right now, but I'll have my iPhone right up here so I can get the best, crispiest audio. The problem is if I change position or if I have to reshoot something, or even if I just like move the distance between myself and the iPhone, like getting the perfect audio is honestly so hard just from the iPhone, or at least I struggle with it. Also has a little wind muffler as well, so if I get too close, normally if I do it into here, you get that like sound. I'm also such a perfectionist when it comes to my voiceover, so I will reshoot until everything sounds the same. One thing I like to do with my voiceovers is cut out any of the pauses or ums and ahs. So you can see here, there's a drop in the audio, which means I stopped talking. Cutting out all of that holds people's attention. Something I like to do is have a bit of overlap. So if you listen to any of my short form content, my sentences kind of run into each other. There's literally no time for people to think or like get bored. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. See how it just like seamlessly goes in to the next sentence, whereas before it was like this. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hi guys, well, see how much better that sounds? Here's an example of a video that I've already edited just to show you exactly how much goes into short form videos. They're definitely less time consuming than YouTube videos, but like 52 different clips for a simple 90-second video. Here you can see, so I've got all the different text, the captions, which I go through and edit. This is the text portion of everything. This is for one of my recent payday routines that I posted. And then this is the voiceover. So you can see everything kind of overlaps just a touch. And you'll notice it's not just one voiceover clip, it's like many that I've either retaken or had to cut up. Yeah, lots of layers. I literally just taught myself. I don't know if this is the best, most time efficient way, and this is just kind of what I do. And then I have little images as well, which I lay over the top. That's a little bit of the behind the scenes. When it comes to writing the script, sometimes I'll just have like a general idea of what I want to say, little dot points, and then I'll kind of say it off the cuff. I edit the audio down so much that it doesn't really matter. I can cut out any ums or ahs or pauses. Other times I'll have a very specific script. It really takes practice not making it sound too rehearsed. I think that's the biggest thing, is like you're actually reading off a script. I write it in a way that I would say it normally, in like a conversational way, so then hopefully it doesn't come across as scripted. Also just like trial and error. Sometimes it takes me a while to warm up into it and for it to not sound robotic, because I'm literally reading it off. I have to like think about it in my head. How would I say this normally? It really does take practice. The same with like vlogging. You think it'd be easy because you're just setting up a camera and literally talking to it, but getting over the fact that you're talking to I try not to think about it too much because then I spiral, but you're talking to literally an inanimate object. Obviously, I know I'm going to upload this and like hopefully people are going to see it and respond and engage with my content, fingers crossed. But that's not always guaranteed, and especially when you're first starting out, no one's watching your videos, so you're literally talking into the void. It can take a while to like get past that you're talking to a camera. And I think everyone has a bit of a camera voice or camera persona. I sometimes catch myself, I'm like, why did I say that like that? I would never say that in my real life. Like, why did I word it like that? We all do it. We all do it. Sometimes you just have to humble yourself, or just like take a second, repeat what you've just said in a more natural way. I've talked about this before as well. I think vlogging really is a habit, and whenever I take any time off vlogging, I suddenly get really camera shy and I really get into my head. I'm like, why am I talking to the camera right now? No one cares about what I have to say. Or I forget that I should be vlogging and I forget to get clips. It's a really hard job, but someone has to do it. One thing I do like to do, this is a hot tip if you're wanting to get into content creation or like do it for fun. If you want people to actually watch your videos, have a hook. Short form content is very different from long form content. When I upload a YouTube video, people are either clicking on it because they're subscribed and they enjoy my content and they keep up, they keep coming back every single week, or it's the title and thumbnail. That's what grabs people's attention. Whereas short form content, normally people are just scrolling through. If you want to stand out and you want people to watch your content, you have to have a good hook, I think is the most important thing. Something that either describes the topic you're about to talk about or something that just grabs people's attention. For example, this video, I'm talking about how I make money from social media, how this is my full-time job, rather than just being like, hey, how y'all doing? This is how I make money from social media. Like, fine, but you're not grabbing me. Instead, I've said, I feel like some influencers or content creators are gonna hate me for this video. Why are they gonna hate you for this video, Ella? It can be as simple as like, this is everything we did today in London. Like, simple, to the point. This is another good one. If you're like me and love seeing what people spend, then this video is for you. It's relating it to me and you. Like, if you are like me, then this video is for you. You're talking outwardly and also inwardly. Here's another example. We started using a credit card last month and we just got our first statement, and I'm shook. Why are you shook, Ella? Let me keep watching and find out. There are some creators out there that are so good at it. I'm definitely not the best, but anytime I do come up with a good hook, best feeling. You gotta have something though. You gotta have something that catches people's attention or describes exactly what you're going to talk about. People's attention spans are so small, so you really have to get straight to the point. You'll certainly have a certain amount of time, whereas here I could upload an hour-long vlog. I'm not gonna, but I could. Kirsty and I are having a little work day. It's like cameras galore. Like, I know. It was so
memory cards everywhere, pots everywhere. We're really making ourselves at home.
Yeah, we're at, what's this place called? I forget.
Gathered and Grounds.
Gathering Grounds. Nick and I came here on Sunday for a strawberry matcha. We both got the French toast. That's good.
Definitely very
Traditional, yeah. I really like the one at Celador, but I feel like it's not traditional. Do you know what I mean? I saw someone on TikTok make a cookie butter latte and it just sounded so good. So I've been influenced using home brand biscuit spread. None of this Biscoff name brand Bizzo. They kind of spread it around the side of the cup as well. This feels all a bit wrong. Got our espresso poured over a bit of cookie butter. Add my milk first. I love making fun coffee drinks. It's the little things, you know? Oh, look at that. Nailed the pour. Right, taste test time. It's subtle. It's not screaming cookie butter. It's like good. The cookie butter mixed with the espresso is actually a really nice combo. The TikTok I saw, they use like almost half a jar of Biscoff spread, so maybe that's why it looks so good. It's nice. Just kind of tastes like a regular latte with like a cookie undertone. Nothing crazy, nothing to write home about, but fun to change it up. I just got home from spending the morning with Kirsty, having a little work date, some of my favorite days, and I'm just gonna spend this afternoon. We have the cleaners coming, so I'm gonna do a little pre-cleaner clean, tidy up the house. I don't know if you can see, there's a lot of stuffing around. We've had to say goodbye to one of our doggy toys, haven't we? You are so cute. You want to say hi? You were just the sweetest. Oh, you want some of my coffee, of course. But yeah, I kind of abruptly stopped vlogging yesterday. One of my toxic traits is hyperfixating on something. It's the same with like not being able to start a new vlog until the other one goes up. I don't know what it is. I just have to like finish one task before I start another. Not always, but with certain things, I just get so into it. And I was just like so invested in doing the voiceover for my video yesterday, so got that up, did all the final edits, added all the text, and I posted that yesterday. I also had a paid collaboration on TikTok that went up yesterday. One of the great things, and honestly one of the best things I ever did, was not only diversify my different income streams, so I'm not just relying on YouTube. I was so resistant. I'm so sorry. I was so resistant about growing a following on Instagram and TikTok. I was like, no, I'm a YouTube girly through and through. Like, I don't need that. Honestly, one of the best things, and probably the only reason that I can do social media full time, is because I now have a following on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. It's opened me up to so many more brands that I can work with, and I am so cognizant and so aware. Like, I don't want my socials to be one giant billboard, like one big paid ad. This is so distracting, I'm so sorry. Now that I have a following on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, I can really break up all of that paid work across my different platforms, which is so nice. And then I can easily slot in a lot more organic content. It doesn't always work like that. Like, sometimes you have no control. Brands have campaign deadlines and dates that they need to work off of as well. Like, it's marketing at the end of the day. So sometimes there are back-to-back paid partnerships. It is what it is, but I really try my best to sprinkle in a lot of organic content that I'm just literally making for fun in between any paid work. Don't you just love having two dogs? They are literally doing this all day. Oh, now you're stopping. Your camera's shy. There we go. Should we clean up some of this fluff before your cleaner friends come? Oh, are your cleaner friends coming? I cannot stress enough how much the girls love the cleaners. Also, before anyone says anything, because I got a really mean comment on my recent video saying, why the heck do you have a cleaner? Because you don't work a real job and you are home all the time. True. I mean, arguably social media is a job. I mean, I get paid for it. Is that not the definition of a job? They called me lazy for having cleaners. Look, it kind of is. Like, it is a luxury. They come twice a month, works out to be like 60 bucks a week. I don't know why I'm justifying myself. It is lazy. I could clean. I have cleaned. I still clean. House doesn't just stay pristine for 2 weeks. I wish it would. I really shouldn't justify myself, but that one just like really irked me. You know, sometimes when you're just feeling a little sensitive when you're like, one more thing and you're gonna push me over the edge.